Gotcha.
Pictures last night, that's from the muddy feeder, and then I sent you a picture of a couple of those from the other blind. We've only had 4 sets, 2 evening, 2 morning, and tried both of them out, so.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna head back now and grab a quick bite and then head out with Larry and get a tour of some other stuff, so.
Oh, nice.
We're not sure what we'll do this evening, but we'll have a game plan. My dad's getting in sometime tonight as well, so.
Sweet.
We'll want a couple of options.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a volunteer. Look at those deer. Gosh. Called Willie, said he'd be here about this time, but we must have beat him, so I don't know where we're sleeping. We'll just wait for Willie to arrive.
Good morning. Is that you, Willie?
'Tis me.
This place is legit.
Yeah. Did you go in?
Yeah. What's up?
Cool timing.
What's up, brother? Good to see you. So, what happened today?
For a while, and then it got so dark we lost light. But it's like we saw a little bit of pre-chasing. We saw an aggressive buck who came into the decoy.
Yeah.
So, and now we've got, I think, some really good options. And if you find one that you like, I think as it turns on, you stick to it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was.
Heck yeah.
Didn't see any, giant bucks. I'm anxious to see what Larry saw on some of the cameras because he pulled
some cards.
all of those and swapped them out. So.
I've been lucky enough to know Willie Schmidt for a few years now. And back in January, we talked about doing a whitetail hunt together that very next year. And seeing how his dad lives in Kansas, it made sense that that's where we would try to go. We were both very much looking forward to this trip. We had the option to bounce around the different farms, hang our own stands, and hopefully get to experience the whitetail rut in Kansas. As it got closer, we found out that Willie's dad will be joining us on this trip. In the end, making this trip to Kansas one of our most anticipated trips of the fall. Had a booger, I could see it. Welcome to Kansas. We had a goal this year to be in Kansas the 1st of November. We made it. We drove all the way from Kentucky yesterday and got here late last night. We're here, and it's cold, and it's different. But this trip is, I believe, what most bow hunters dream of. It's brand new ground for us. A chance to move around. A chance to look at the maps and figure it out. We've really done no scouting until we got here. So we're excited to test our knowledge and see if we can't get on a big old buck. But camp seems awesome. We love hunting with Willie. So cross our fingers, this week's going to be a good week for us. You always love new places, and you always love looking at maps and trying to figure it out. That's exactly what we're doing. So we're sitting in the blind this morning, probably going to be in a tree this afternoon. We're just jacked up to be here. Beautiful. We just left our morning sit, and we got a waypoint from Willie for a tree stand to go check out. So I don't have service, but I have the map cached. So we have a couple camera stands in the back. Gonna head down there and see what it looks like. Hang a set, possibly hunt that tonight. If the wind's wrong, go somewhere else. This is a pretty spot. I love like natural pinch points. This is that spot on the map where any white hunter could look and say, there's gotta be a stand there. It's gorgeous. If the wind's right, we'll give her a go. Some hunters, unfortunately, are guilty of calling out others on their methods of hunting. Nothing could be more detrimental to our sport than dividing us as hunters over how we all hunt. Whether it's a weapon, public or private, baiting, or many other topics. Baiting in particular is legal in a lot of states. And over the years of witnessing it, I believe it to not always be easier. Most bow hunters would choose a lovesick whitetail cruising river bottom over trying to fool a mature buck to come into bait. In this part of Kansas, things are different. A lot of deer co-inhabit with cattle, making it tough to not only find places to hunt, but to get close to these deer. If you're lucky, you can find a piece of river bottom where the cattle can't get to. No matter your method, one thing is for certain. There are no shortcuts or easy ways to fill a whitetail tag with a bow. And the more we call others out on certain methods, the more likely we are to see a decline in the future of our sport.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or no?
No, he's got 8-2, just got a little crab.
Is that from that camera we found?
Yeah. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. Just Larry on the edge of the camera.
Trying to decipher if these two are the same or not.
I don't want to say they are. After. I don't know.
I know. Wait a minute. We had that dude in today. Spike on one
Was
side,
smiling
three
like
on the
that?
other. He was.
First afternoon sit in Kansas, and we're excited. Willie's in a different spot as well this afternoon. So he kind of scouted this spot out this morning. He sat on this farm, saw some great activity, so we thought we'd give it a try. But it just, this looks like textbook Kansas, just river bottom. And not a lot of trees. And it's windy, so we're used to this scenery in Kansas. They've got some big bucks to prove it that it's a good area and it's working, so we've got time. Hopefully the rut kind of kicks in, but we'll probably start doing some all-day sits soon once that rut activity picks up. Glad to be here. Excited to check maps and bounce around a little bit and find a spot that we really like and kind of stay there for a majority of the time. But it looks gorgeous out here, so we're excited. Hopefully Willie's in some deer. And hopefully we get in some deer as well.
Bedford Camera provides everything you need with 7 store locations and a huge inventory of product. They have what you want, when you want it.
Have you ever dreamed of working in the outdoor industry and unsure of what that next step should be? Film The Hunt, the industry's leader in production education and the most trusted source for job placement.
mature, I don't know, 6 or 7 pointer. We think he's a 7-pointer, but he came right underneath us. It's always cool to see bucks kind of starting to show some road activity. He was chasing those does. He was doing some lip curls, so that was a cool deer, cool to see. But it's the first night in Kansas, we're not punching our tag yet.
After passing that deer the very first afternoon of my hunt, I couldn't help but think in the back of my mind that maybe Willie's dad, John, would get a chance at that deer. And days later, further down the river bottom, John did just that.
Thanks. We'll see. But I think it was a good job. We got a deer. Thanks for your help. The rack like this.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Across the river, he was smelling all around. He wasn't coming in. And
Looking back at all I've seen.
For you. Did you have a good night?
yeah.
Waiting for moments that matter to me. And it ain't the town, it ain't the sweat.
One eye at the deer and one eye at the
It's looking back with hell regrets.
burger from last year. So it has been.
When I first arrived at Kansas, I really just wanted to experience the whitetail rut. Bucks chasing, grunting, and that whole scene. I quickly realized that wasn't what was most important. Watching John have a good hunt with his son Willie, in the end, was what was most important to me. I learned that getting the chance to hunt with your dad is never something you should take for granted, and it's something I personally will always look forward to. My hunt in Kansas is far from over, and although this trip is already a success, we still have a lot of time.
If we give it our best and we just come ashore, will we still see the woods for the trees? If we ain't got regrets looking back on it all, on it all. If my father would say that I'm proud of you, son, that's a man that I'm trying